Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss 5th SEM English model paper, that is with the new syllabus. The syllabus is changed this year, you all know. So that syllabus model paper we are going to discuss. So as all of you know that your paper comprises of section A and section B. Section A, you have to answer the objective type questions or the short answer type questions. You will be given 7 questions and you have to answer any 5 of the following questions or the given questions, and 5 questions carry 4 marks each. That means you have 4 items in each question, and these questions are taken from unit 1 to 3. So question 1 to 4 you will be answering the questions based on language study or grammar, and question 5, 6 and 7 you will be getting either from critical reading or any short answer questions. From all the units from 1 to 3 you can get questions in the last section, that is 5th, 6th and 7th questions. Then you have 7th B, you have to write essay type answers and then answer any 4 of the following questions, and each question carries 15 marks, that is 4 into 15 you will have to answer for 60 marks, and all the questions are taken from unit 1 to 3. So question 8, you will have 2 questions A or B, and you will have choices that will be given from unit 1, and then you have question 9 A or B from unit 2, and then question 10 you have A or B from unit 3. A from poem and B from prose, that is a literature lessons. And then question 11 will be a combination. It can be taken from any one, unit 1 or 2 or 3, and again internal choice will be there. So this is the basic structure of your question paper, students. I think all of you are aware of this structure. Let us have an overview of the syllabus from which you are going to answer. These are the units 1, 2 and 3, and in the unit 1 you have literature lessons, the lotus poem, and then solitude prose lesson. Under language study you have one word substitutes and essay writing, and critical reading passage you have of studies. Then unit 2 you have the chimney sweeper poem and then the postmaster prose lesson, and language study you have words often confused and resume writing, and then critical reading you have a passage on Ain't I a Woman. Then unit 3 you have a poem, Bury Me in a Free Land, and prose lesson Homi Jahangir Baba. And then language study you have formal and informal vocabulary, and then basics of project report writing, and knowledge its own end is the critical reading passage. So this is an overview of your syllabus, students, from which questions will be asked. And almost all the lessons I have done the videos separately, students. If you have any queries or doubts you can just go to the lessons. The playlist link will be given in the description box, so you can depend on that link. Now coming to section A, you will get objective type questions or short answer questions. The first one, answer any 5 of the following. So 7 questions will be given and you have to answer 5, and each question will have 4 items in it. And these questions are taken from unit 1 to 3. So the first one, choose the best option given from the following, and this is from one word substitutes from unit 1, students. And in the question papers you will not be given these headings like one word substitutes or other grammar items. Only for your reference I have given here. So starting with the question 1, the river fueled by rain turned into a dash, shoal or torrent. So your answer would be torrent. Torrent means the storm which you get on the water. Shoal means group of fish. So you might be knowing this, students. Second, one should learn to be a dash occasionally to discover oneself. Stoic or recluse. Stoic means without any expressions, and recluse means enjoying your solitude, means you have to introspect into yourself. So your answer is recluse. C. After the accident, he took a vow to abstain from alcohol and become a dash, teetotaler or recluse. So you know the answer. Teetotaler means sober, without the effect of alcohol, is called as teetotaler or sober. Then D. The young people of today, realizing that travel is an important experience of life, are nurturing the spirit of dash, secular or wanderlust. So your answer is wanderlust. That means one who is interested in traveling. So the traveling makes a complete man, they say. Then second question, fill in the blanks with the correct words. And this is from the second unit, words often confused. She paid no heed to my dash, advice or advice. Look at the spelling, students. One is with S and one is with C. And these differences I have clearly explained in the video. Go through the video. The link is given there, students. All the grammar items I made one video. It will be very helpful for you. And the answer is advice. So if it is C, that is a noun, and if it is S, that will be a pronoun. Advising, advised. So this can be changed into tenses, but noun cannot be changed into a tense. So your answer is advice with C. B. John is dash in dancing, adopt or adapt. So these are the two words which sound alike. Little bit of pronunciation or the hearing will be this similar thing. That's why they called as words often confused. So which is your answer, students here? Adept means skillful. Adopt means make a habit of it. So John is adept in dancing. That means very skillful in dancing. C. We find wild dash in Asia too. Boars or boars. Look at the spelling. B-O-A-R-S is the right answer, students. That is wild pigs. So your answer is boars. Some of the channels have given a wrong spelling, students. So don't get confused with those words. Okay. So D. If your dash is to any man present here, do name him. Allusion and illusion. So your answer is allusion, means giving a hint or some kind of clues. That is the meaning of allusion. So if you are hinting to any man present here, do name it. That is allusion. Illusion means having daydreams or imaginations. So next answer. This is the video, students, I made all in one for your fifth sem English grammar. So you can go through that. All the exercises I have cleared or I have explained very clearly in this video. Coming to the next third question, identify the given sentences as formal or informal. So you know the meaning of formal and informal. Formal when we talk officially or write officially, informal, casually. So first one, A. The study checked out the health effects of passive smoking. So what is the type of sentence? It is informal. So the study verified the health effects, that is formal. B. I went to Canada last month. Lots to tell you. So what is the type here? It is informal. We will not say lots to tell you. So there are many things to discuss or many things to tell you, you can say. C. The beggar whom I met in Abbots was a millionaire. So what type of sentence? It is formal. So whom I met is the correct one. Simply you can also say the beggar I met in Abbots, but it will be informal. D. I saw children playing in the garden. So what is the type? It is formal. So if you say I saw kids playing in the garden, it becomes informal. But if you say I saw children playing in the garden, it is formal. Then fourth question, choose the best option given, and this is a mixed one from unit 1, 2 and 3. Any units you can be asked, students. So he dashed his mobile for any messages checked or verified. So here it is, he checked his mobile for any messages, not verified. Here more than formal and informal students, the suitability of the words is taken into consideration. So checked is the suitable word here. Furthermore, so what is the type of this word, formal or informal? It is formal. Or else in addition or moreover can be informal. C. A short document describing your education, work history, etc. What do you call it? Resume or CV? You call it as resume. Then what is CV? CV is a longer document. You will write all the things in detail. That becomes a CV or the curriculum vitae. D. One who is recovering health after illness. So after illness, the word is convalescent. Okay. Then what is iconoclast? If you know the answer, write it in the comment section. Okay, you should know it. Then moving on to the fifth question. Write an essay on environmental pollution. There are three topics given in your textbook, students. So any topic could be asked for you to write an essay. So the structure you have to remember: the introduction, analysis, and conclusion. In introduction, you will write the definition of pollution and environment. So that is how you start it. Or else you can also start with a beautiful quotation related to environmental pollution. Any topic, you can start with a beautiful quotation, students. So three topics are given. Prepare the quotations well beforehand and keep them ready to be used in your examination. Then coming to the next item, analysis. Since it is 4 marks question, students, just 3 paragraphs are enough. Had it been 15 marks, then you have to write 2 pages or 2.5 pages. So here 3 paragraphs would do it. 3 in the sense, first introduction, then 2 analysis, and the last one will be conclusion. So in analysis, you can write about different types of pollution: water pollution, industrial pollution, air pollution, what are the reasons and all you can also write. And the latest information, students, you should be updated. Any topic you are writing an essay, it should contain an updated information also. Nowadays, the entire country is looking at Delhi, the capital city, which is really struggling with these pollution problems. So what is the actual content of the air, quality of the air, you can mention here. That would be an added on advantage for your essay writing. It looks very beautiful if you add the updated information. So you can write about Delhi pollution, students. Then the last paragraph will be conclusion. You can write measures to control or suggestions you can also give. So this is the structure of an essay. Any topic, let it be any topic, but these three things should come into your essay. Moving on to the sixth question, apply with a CV for the position of a language trainer in a reputed corporate house. It could be what is the structure of a CV, or it could be an application question like write a CV. So if you know how to write a CV, automatically you will know the structure of the CV. That's why I have given this question, students. So first you will be writing your name, your phone number and email address. This can be in the center of the page or to the left side of the page, student. Usually they write these things in the center of the page, and then draw a line or a dotted line you can draw after these information. Then you will write the aim. So why are you writing the CV? Your aim is to secure a position of a language trainer in a reputed corporate house. That is your aim. Or to improve the communication of the corporate employees, or any what is your intention in applying for this position. You can write as an aim, student. Usually aim start with to secure a position, to improve. So they start with 2 and need not be a capital T. You can write with a small t. Then comes your educational qualification. Right from your 10th standard, you will be writing your qualification, student, 10th standard, intermediate, your degree, along with the college details or the school details, and then your marks secured. What are the marks you have secured, or the ranks you secured, anything you have. The percentages you have to clearly mention here under the educational qualifications. Then comes your skills. Under skills, since this is a position for language trainer, you can talk about your LSRW skills, students, whether you are a good listener, or whether you are a good speaker, or whether you are good at reading skills or writing skills. If you are good at writing skills, have you written anything, or have you written any article which is published in a newspaper or a magazine? That you can write here, students. Okay. Then if you are good at communication, what communication skills? Are you a good narrator, or are you a good information provider, or are you good at giving directions or instructions? So that is your communication power, students. Then if you are good at speaking, you have to mention what are the languages you know. How many languages you know, you can write very clearly here. So these side headings go like this, and then the information comes here, student. Do not write anything under the side headings. That is the format you have to follow, students. Otherwise, these side headings have to stand alone. they have to be very conspicuous and clearly shown. So do not write anything under these side headings. Start writing towards this side only. Then your achievements and accolades. Have you been awarded with any certificates, or have you done any courses, or did you get any prizes? Did you win any competitions? All those details you have to write here under achievements and accolades, students. Then comes your work experience. So have you had any previous work experience? Then you have to write the job title, whether you are an instructor or whether you are a tutor, what kind of job title you had as a previous experience. Then where did you work? The company's name you have to write. Since this is a fictitious one, you are just creating a CV. Any name you can write here, student. And the location, where is that company located? The dates of employment you can write number of years of experience. If you have 1 year or 2 years, you can write dates. Of course, it's may not be easier to remember the dates, but you can just cook up the dates, the recent dates, and write 1 year or 2 years experience. Then what are the key responsibilities you have held there in the company, whether you train the employees or whether you have conducted seminars, or whether you have conducted any group discussions. What are the communicative activities you have really there carried out there in the company? Those are the key responsibilities. And then types of work experience you have. So all those things come under work experience, students. And then the last one, what are your expectations and goals? Of course, expectations you have to write in the salary, in the money um, point of view, and then goals. So finally, when you take up this job, what are you going to accomplish? That comes as a goal. That means you are going to make the employees good communicators, or you are going to provide a good communication skills to the employment. All those goals you have to write. So it will be equal to the aims only, aims and goals here. So same thing you can repeat under goals, little bit of change of words you can put it here, students. Then the seventh question, that is the last question in your section A, briefly describe the structure of a project report. This is given on page 46 on your textbook, students. So you can write the structure as it is, the project report. Since it is 4 marks, try to write it in a concise manner. Okay. One page is enough for this report, students. Let us move on to the section B, that is part B, essay type questions. Answer any four of the following in about 200 words or 300 words, students. So 4 into 15, 60 marks you will get, and the questions will be from unit 1 to 3. 8th A, this will be a poem question. 8th A, 9th A, and 10th A will be poem questions. Examine the symbolic representation of flowers in the lotus. You remember the lotus poem, students? I have made a very detailed video. You can go through that. Answers also I have given, students. So you can just learn from those answers. Then B, how does the author bring the reference of God and devil in his argument on solitude? So start with your introduction. What is meant by solitude? What is the difference between solitude and loneliness? So all those things you can bring it. And then the people who love solitude are compared to God, and the people who do not love solitude and who wants to make noise all the time, they are compared to devil, students. Though of course that will be a value judgment, but even then the author goes judging the people who talk a lot, and then they are compared to devils. Okay. So you bring out all those issues in the solitary. I have very clearly explained in English and Telugu. Two videos I made, students, so you can just go through those videos. The ninth A. This is internal choice, students. Either you can attempt the poem questions or you can attempt the prose solitude question. The ninth A. Attempt a critical analysis of Blake's poem, The Chimney Sweeper from Songs of Innocence. So this is a collection of poems, and Chimney Sweeper is scheduled to you, or it's uh, given to you, student. So what is the theme of the poem, and how does the author bring about a kind of analysis, and how he criticizes the child labor or the child abuse and how the children struggle really, and then the false promise given by the fairy. That you have to very clearly bring about students. So those days, the children are brainwashed. The angel comes and tells that there is a beautiful life after death. So that is a false promise given to the children through angel. And the religious element also you can bring about there in the poem. The Christianity you can bring, right, students. So that is about 9th A. Or you can write an essay on the nature of human relationships in the postmaster. So what is the bond between the postmaster and the young girl Ratan? So the two human beings, how do they contact with each other, and all those human relations you can bring about. So there is a strong kind of contradiction between solitude and the postmaster student. Solitude, here the author um, highlights the importance of being in silent and introspecting into oneself. In the postmaster, here they talk about the loneliness, how the loneliness affects human relations and all. So very beautiful. Then 10th A, explore the significance of the title Bury Me in a Free Land in relation to the poem's themes of liberation and self-determination. So this is about the discrimination and how the protest, how the voices are raised against the discrimination between people. So that you have to bring about students in this poem. Or in what ways does Chatterjee emphasize Baba's legacy and lasting influence on science and society in the essay Homi Jahangir Baba? So what are all the inventions which really bring about an effect, a strong effect on the society? So what are the contributions of this great person Homi Jahangir Baba, and how the laboratory was constructed and all? Through the Chatterjee's point of view, author's point of view, you have to write. Okay, then last question 11th A. This can be either from unit 1, 2 or 3 students. Do you agree with Bacon's views on studies? Sorry, this is about the critical reading passages, students. All the 3 units have critical reading passages, and you will have the last question from the critical reading. So you have to prepare two and be ready with the critical reading passages. So Bacon writes very beautifully about studies, students, what are the different types of reading and how the studies make a complete man, and how the man transforms into an ideal person with the help of studies, and what are the categories of person he has described in the studies. You have to write very clearly. Then B, how far do you think the world has progressed in terms of gender equality? Analyze. So this is also a beautiful essay written on gender equality. So how do people get gender sensitized? How does the discrimination between men and women can be demolished? Or first of all, you have to address the if any discriminations are there, and then you have to comment on these discriminations. First of all, learn to identify how this discrimination comes into existence between men and women students. So that is very beautifully explained in your critical reading passages. One more passage is there, students. So two you have to learn and keep them ready. So this is your question paper, students. Hope you got an idea of your new syllabus question paper. And then yes, prepare well, all the best and good luck for your examination, students. And then if you have any queries, do not hesitate to put them in the comment section. I'll be continuously keeping an eye on the comment section, so don't hesitate to write them. Then you can comment and you can like, share if you really like it. You can share between your friends, students. At least this video you share, because these are the examination moments. It will be very, very helpful for the students. Unless you share, the video will not be circulated by the YouTube algorithm, students. So that is a sincere request from my side. And then, okay, subscribe. It's up to you whether you subscribe or not. Okay, students, that's all for this video. And let's meet up in the next video. Bye bye. All the best once again. Take care. See you in the next video.